Welcome everyone for a new live stream community session today with Ismail from DAR Blockchain.
Hi, Martin. Thanks for having me.
So, as usual, we're gonna wait maybe 1 or 2 minutes for the audience. Let's check the comments. We've got a chat. You can let some comments on X, LinkedIn. We are on YouTube too, and Binance Square. That's pretty cool. So we are streaming everywhere, Ismail.
Awesome.
Nice. So while we are waiting for everybody, I like this question. Is there anything in the space recently that surprised you or inspired you in the Web3 ecosystem or anywhere else?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's been something that I read a couple of days ago that actually inspired me to get back to writing. And I actually published my first article today in a while on Twitter, which is crypto cards and stablecoin payments. I mean, it's been really amazing to see the impact of these technologies, especially for underserved and underbanked region, like coming from the global South in general, LATAM, MENA. People in my community have always struggled with international payments, with banking, because we live in closed currency economies. So it's always tough for us we have for example, in Tunisia, we have a $2,000 limit yearly on what we can spend in foreign currency.
Really?
So, yeah. So other than that, you cannot buy. Also, local cards in the global South don't work internationally. So you cannot actually buy your Netflix subscription yourself, your Cloud Code tokens, whatever it is. Okay. So crypto cards, they actually sold that. Crypto has always been like kind of a messiah, kind of a savior for us, in order for us being able to get paid, or like diaspora, for example, being able to send money back to their families fast. But now crypto cards, you can open accounts and get credit cards that you can use internationally. It's kind of a miracle moment for us, for everyone in the global South.
That's nice. That's nice. Pretty cool. And yeah, it's been the same in Buenos Aires for the is global. It's really an amazing solution. You're totally right. And just regarding the X article, I don't know if you know, but there is a total new algorithm, and there is a better monetization. And now we need to write some really interesting article, post some comments. So if you are you are a content creator on X, you need to check this algorithm to improve your communication. So
yeah, 100%. Also, for people in the US, X has launched a competition, an article writing competition for the next 2 weeks, and the best article will get $1 million.
Oh, okay. So, it's just for US or for everybody? You don't know? No?
I read the eligibility criteria, and they said for US people, probably because of payment and financial stuff.
All right, sad. I could write an article on DAR Blockchain and win.
Yeah, probably.
Would be interesting. Probably. Okay, so we are about to get started. Let me check the comments. Welcome, Youssef. Welcome, Jane. Welcome, everybody. And let's go. So first, Ismail, thanks again for being here. That's really cool, because at iExec, we really like your community, DAR Blockchain. Could you introduce yourself and maybe share how you first became involved in Web3?
Yeah, it's actually an interesting story. So my name is Ismail. So I'm a Web3 content and strategy consultant working in the industry for the past 5 or 6 years. I've worked with global foundations such as NEAR. We've recently worked with Hedera, also on the largest hackathon in the world. And it's interesting. So I've been into writing, poetry, creative nonfiction, and stuff like that since a young age. And at the age of 18 or 19, I just got into college, and I was trying to navigate life and trying to find a part-time job. And I fell upon a job posting. Actually, my first job also was with DAR Blockchain. So they wanted a content writing intern for Web3 and blockchain. And they asked me, do you know about blockchain Web3? And I said, yeah, sure, I do know. And they said, you have an interview tomorrow. And that was the first time I heard the word blockchain in my life. So I had to spend the next 24 hours just researching and studying everything about Web3 and blockchain. It was an amazing exposure, like, because I discovered like how Web3 works, decentralization. It was like a manifesto to me, and it explained life to me. And I got the job, and that was my entry point into Web3. And yeah, so that was the story.
Amazing, really nice. Thanks for sharing. And you mentioned Hedera. You organize, so for sure we're going to talk about DAR Blockchain, your community, but you organize a pretty big hackathon with your community. I think it was something like $1 million prize, or even bigger, everywhere in Africa. Can you just tell us a bit more about it?
100%. So in collaboration with the Hashgraph Association and the Exponential Science Foundation, we launched the largest Web3 hackathon in the world, both in terms of participants and in terms of prize pool. So in terms of prize pool, we had $1 million prize pool and $3 million in follow-on investment. Actually, the first one was announced today, which is $1 million by the Hashgraph Ventures committed to the hackathon winners. And in terms of participants, we were able to attract more than 14,000 participants and more than 1,400 projects in the span of 3 months. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So we operated online and on-site. We've organized hacking stations in more than 20 countries all over Africa, and Cairo and Rabat and Lagos, all over the world, all over Africa, actually, Madagascar. It was a really, really interesting experiences, because you go to places where crypto actually changes lives. You see people paying each other in peer-to-peer trading, doing all the things that crypto promises. You see them in real life, and you see how hungry actually developers and people are for building use cases with Hedera and with Web3.
Nice. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like how many projects builders submitted? You told
more than, I think, 1,400, 1,400 or something close.
The judging time should be crazy.
Exactly. We still haven't announced. That's
nice. So regarding DAR Blockchain, can you just you organize a hackathon, but not only you are doing way more things. Can you just talk a bit more about what you do for the ecosystem, how you help builder with educational content and things like that?
Yeah, so DAR Blockchain is kind of a Web3 OG in the region. So it was launched in 2018 by two cool guys. Shout out to Jafar and Mohammed, who were the co-founders of DAR Blockchain, who actually had a vision of building a Web3 house for serving the Middle East and Africa. And what we do actually spans a lot of axes. So we do Web3 consultant for enterprises. We also, but our two main focuses are building communities for ecosystems. We've worked with Near, we've worked with Aptos, we've worked with Binance, we've worked with iExec, we've worked with Hedera too, to build communities, because over the years we've managed to really create a community around Web3 and blockchain, around education, around use, and around creating economic opportunities for the people of Africa and the Middle East. And we also build ventures internally and externally. So we have projects such as Talent AI, which uses Web3 to screen talents and match people with remote roles and with opportunities. So basically focusing on creating Web3 communities and surfing enterprise and companies within the region on blockchain and Web3.
Nice, really amazing. And about communities, you talk like there is a real adoption because they need they need a cryptocurrency. And regarding iExec, I would like to have your opinion, because iExec is we are building tools for builders, helping them to add privacy layer in their Web3 projects using confidential computing and other privacy technologies. About the privacy, what do you think about adoption? But do we need privacy?
Oh, 100%. 100% we need privacy. I'm very bullish on privacy, zero knowledge, especially zero knowledge proofs. I think they're the way. I think crypto for the first 7 years of crypto, it was about building a community and actually educating people that crypto exists. Next 8 years, 2017, 2025, was about building stuff, and now privacy. This is the era of privacy, because people are sick and tired of having all of their information online, especially for crypto people. Like, I've seen Vitalik Buterin, especially talking about any and every one of his transactions became a way for people to bet on the ecosystem. Actually, having all of your transactions online is bad for you. Also, because now also in France, we're seeing people kidnapped because of their public transactions, and people having their transaction public is actually attracting attention to them and making their lives in danger. But also for people to have fully grasped the concept of self-custody and not being tracked for every transaction that they have, both by the government and also by malicious actors who will use these transactions to target people and target their assets. And also it opens the public, the transactions being public opens the way for malicious attacks on the crypto ecosystem in general, like the Bybit attack, for example, last year.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons that the safe wallet is built with public access to the number of signers, to the threshold of signers, to the public addresses of signers, and this is what gave the hackers a chance to do the attack. So yeah, I'm very, very bullish on privacy.
Yeah, 100%. It's not only a trend like privacy. Everybody is talking of privacy, about privacy on socials. At iExec, we are working in privacy since 2017 with our first ICO. So it was a long learning way to how you can properly integrate it in project and why we need it. And it's, in my opinion, the missing step to mass adoption. For if we want institution to use Web3, DeFi, things like that, they need privacy, as you said. So, and fortunately, we're helping them with our technology at iExec. And you are working with a lot of partner since you are organizing hackathon and about iExec collaboration. We worked with you. We organized workshop, and I'm talking to Jafar and that's pretty cool. I love your team. And like, from your perspective, how does iExec fit into the DAR blockchain ecosystem? Because it doesn't seem that you're asking everybody to join the community.
Yeah, 100%. Actually, what we build is that we don't try to just give fake users or fake community members to our partners. We really try to serve our partners with people who fit within their ecosystems. That's why we've built different particles to our ecosystems. So for example, developers were really excited about the workshops that we did with iExec, because they see the potential of building use cases, and they see the value that iExec delivers, both in terms of privacy, both in the terms of the flexibility that their tools offer, also in terms of the access that they give to them in terms of developer tooling, SDKs, and stuff like that. So this one segment of our community really enjoys and is also interested by the tools that iExec offers, and that's what made the collaboration successful in the first place. Because over the years, we've learned to segment our audience and our communities and actually match them with opportunities that fit their interests. And one of these was iExec. And also, just a bit off the line, is that the same reason we built the developer certification program for Hedera, which now has more than 20,000 people certified on the program.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Really nice. And your community is growing really quickly. You're getting strong visibility, not only in Africa. From your point of view, what are the main incentives for someone to join DAR blockchain? Like, I'm new in Web3, what I will join a DAR blockchain?
Yeah, because it's actually free. We don't charge people to join
our community. That's a really good point.
That's the first thing. We believe in free access of information and in sharing, and that sharing is caring. And this is the motto of Web3. And because we offer community partners partner access to all of the resources of our partners. Like, for example, iExec, one of the opportunities we shared with our community, the Hedera developer certification, which costs $700, and we offer it for free to all of our community members. And also because we host and we get people introduced to Web3 in so many ways. We have AMAs running weekly. We have on our Discord an open access office hours. Anyone, even without any basic knowledge of Web3, can join and ask questions and get introduced. We also have a jobs board we scrape resources from all over the Web3 ecosystem and try to match people with jobs, because we believe in education to employment. We believe that people, Web3, actually, why I really love the ecosystem is that jobs and opportunities are matched based on merit, not based on your diplomas, not based on your credentials, whatever it is. If you can do something, you will find an opportunity. And that is why I think joining DAR Blockchain community will give you access to all of this. Education, introduction to Web3, placement, matching, also empowering you to kind of even build your own projects through the hackathon that we either do ourselves internally, or also with partners like iExec or Hedera or whatever.
Nice, because there is, I talked with another developer in another protocol, and contrary to popular belief, builders are not looking for only for price money, you know. Like, it's really cool what you said, because you are providing some a way to have new skills, learning some new tech. They need recognition in a community, learning and job opportunities, and it's interesting how the price money you could win in a hackathon or in a grant, bounties, it's in the fourth place. And the first one, learning new skill, job opportunity, recognition on social. So it's exactly what you are doing, and I loving it. Like, you are helping them for free. And
yeah,
that's
100%. Yeah, 100%. And also what you said is right. Like, people don't only care about the prize pool, because also, for example, our hackathon, there were 14,000 people. Not all of them will win the prize, but all of them walked away with a certification. All of them walked away with an introduction to Web3. All of them now can exist in the Web3 ecosystem. So that impact and that exposure is what we really strive for in terms of building our community.
And you know what? My first, I will always remember my first hackathon in Berlin a few years ago. I think it was 5 or 6 years ago. And I just found a job in the protocol just after, like 2 weeks after. I met some people, and let's go, developer in a new protocol. It's exactly the good way.
Nice.
If you've got a hackathon in real life opportunities, just jump in it. And honestly, you will see the results are amazing. And in all the builders who've joined you, hackathon and course workshops, stuff like that, are there any success story, unicorn? You must see, I think, a lot of new projects growing every time.
Unicorns, not yet, hopefully soon. But we've seen a lot of people actually be matched with jobs. We've seen people join NEAR, for example, after we created the NEAR North Africa hub. We've seen people be matched with jobs in the Aptos community after hosting the hackathon. We've seen people walk away with huge prize pools, especially during our last hackathon, and use those prize pools to build sustainable projects. Because even when we do create the hackathons, and we always go for bigger prize pools, why? Because we don't want just people to go bounty hunting for small prizes. We want people to walk away with a prize that they can use to actually build a sustainable business, to hire a team, to create distribution channels for their products, to create communities for their products. And we've seen a few of those over the years, and we've seen even internal members from our community actually join the community and then walk away and be able to be matched with jobs abroad internationally. Some of them now are working with big protocols. Some of them are integrated within the Hedera team. And some would say, okay, they should have joined your company, but no, we're happy for them. We're happy that we're able to scale and create opportunities for them.
Nice. That's really amazing what you are doing with DAR Blockchain. And looking ahead, because in Web3 we are loving alpha, and we need alpha for the audience. So what's next for DAR Blockchain? You are already doing a lot of things. Is there hot news you want to share?
100%. So stay tuned. For example, only for instance, for the winners of the Hedera Africa hackathon, they will be announced in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. Also stay tuned for another hackathon this year with Hedera. I cannot disclose much because the information is still not public. but it's going to be also a big hackathon somewhere in another geography. This time it's not in Africa. So stay tuned. We have also upcoming projects with 2 major protocols that we will announce in our socials soon. So other opportunities for our community. We have the Hedera Developer Certification, which is for free, which we offer to all of our community members once you join. Hopefully we do something with iExec soon. We really love the collaboration last year. But yeah, a lot on the horizon. This is what we can share now, but stay tuned and keep an eye on our socials and you'll be caught up.
Nice, really nice. And of course, we're gonna organize other things together, a workshop, hackathon. I don't know yet, but what I know and I don't know if I'm allowed to tease a bit, but we are launching something quite big at iExec in the few coming weeks. Like it's around privacy for sure, but new technology and combined to what we are doing today, and it's gonna be huge. And regarding the, we talked about the hackathon. Let me share my screen just 1 minute, cause okay, share screen up. Just 1 minute. We are organizing a hackathon with 50 partners, a French incubator and VC, and it starts the 27th of January, finish at the 8th, and it's on DoraX. And like you, DAR Blockchain, you are providing a lot of free helps like advice, educational stuff. DoraX, it's the same. You can organize hackathon for free on their platform. Of course, there is some feature you could pay, but you can organize a pretty cool hackathon. There is everything you need on this platform, and it's free. And they built something really amazing. And regarding the hack for privacy, with 50 partners, you can find everything you need to know about this hackathon. We organize last week an ideation workshop week with 50 partners, and this week, starting this Wednesday, we've got a few workshops, a technical one, to learn a bit more about iExec technologies and what you can create with. So everything is available on our social. I won't detail everything right now, but yeah, I think it's a good opportunity to jump. Try to build something with privacy tech and maybe hopefully earn some money.
Nice. Okay. We'll 100% share it with our community.
Amazing. Thank you. So what's next? You already told us, and we wish you a lot of success, and hopefully we're gonna organize some stuff together. Anything you'd like to say to the community before we wrap up? Like
stay again, build on privacy. Privacy is the future. iExec is a really cool place to build privacy. But yeah, I'm really bullish on privacy and for people. And I really also wanted to give a shout out to the people of Aztec, the people who've been building ZK for years and getting the ecosystem ready for privacy. Also iExec, like working on this since 2017. So yeah, the people who were the OGs of privacy, now is your time, and now is the time for you to get your reward and to get what you deserve from the community.
Nice. Aztec with ZK, yeah. Privacy family is not a big one. Like there is ZK, TEE, iExec, FHE, but altogether, I'm definitely sure that we are going in the right way and adding privacy everywhere in Web3. Hopefully. So thanks again. If you want to follow DAR Blockchain, you can easily find DAR Blockchain on LinkedIn. It's just write DAR Blockchain and follow them. Honestly, there is a lot of really amazing information and events. So yeah, follow them, follow us on iExec too, and thanks again, Ismail, for being here. It was really cool live stream with you.
Thank you for having me, Martin.
See ya.
See you.